What's up, guys, and welcome back to SCUM. Now, you might notice we are outside the airfield here, because I've been doing some testing with the server settings, trying to get more puppets and whatnot. And let's see, this one. I have not found that changing any of this stuff makes much difference. So I don't know if the encounter system is, the encounter manager is just broken right now. This does seem to make a little bit of a difference, maybe. But like changing any of the spawn distances to try and get them to spawn in, you know, at further distances rather than just within, 40 or 50 meters. That doesn't seem to do anything. These are also just broken. So, let's see, this one. So encounter character respawn distance max override large POI. So that's, the furthest out that they can spawn in large POIs. Now, it says that you can set it to 1100 as the maximum distance, but you cannot. It says default is what, or does it list a default? Defaults are 50 and 40. So all of this stuff about, armed NPCs and puppets, can spawn, 2, 3, 400 meters out. That doesn't really seem to apply to the defaults. They still have them set to where they spawn close. But it says that the maximum is 1100, but you try to do 1100, won't do it. Try to do 1000, won't do it. What I've found is the highest you can set it is 220. Because say you do 221, it won't go any higher. So the highest you can set it is 220. And that still doesn't make any difference at all. I tried fiddling with that. It made absolutely no difference whatsoever. And I mean none. I changed every setting in here going through all of this, trying to get more puppets to show up. And nothing made a difference. Absolutely nothing. Except the low player count manager. Now, the problem is this is backwards right now, at least on my sandbox here, because I normally run with this on. You guys know that, or those of you that have been with the channel for a while have known that I always run with this on, because that's supposed to give you more puppets. It's supposed to increase the distance away that they will spawn. But it hasn't been working the way that it should. We've seen that on all of my videos lately. So I tried turning this off, and that actually got more puppets. Not a lot. It's still not anywhere near what I want, but it does get more puppets turning this off for some reason. So this seems to be kind of broken right now, at least on my game. Maybe yours are different. But I tested this in a few different locations. I tested it here at the airfield. I tested it at, there's a little farm down the road that way. I drove through the little farm with low player count mode on, no puppets. Drove away, turned low player count mode on, relogged, drove through the area, 6 puppets. Drove away, turned it back on, relogged, drove back through, nothing. Same thing with the airfield. I get about twice as many puppets with the low player count mode off as I do with it on. Go figure. They still don't spawn very far away. They still only show up within about 50 meters or so, with the occasional one spawning, off further out. But my point is, for the time being, it kind of seems like the encounter manager is a bit broken. Because I cannot seem to get the kind of puppet numbers that we used to have. And I tried even just setting everything back to default. And it made, zero difference. So, I don't know what's going on there. It's unfortunate because I really miss the puppet numbers that we used to have. But, anywho. I think since we're up here, we might as well at least hit the above ground stuff here at the airfield. Maybe we'll run into NPCs. I've found just doing the testing here, the NPCs do like to hang out in like the World War II bunker that's kind of down there on the tarmac. So we're gonna see if they're there, and if they are, we might see if we can tease them with the 50 a little bit since we have it. And we'll just kind of see what we can find above ground. I don't know about going below ground, just because it's a big bunker, and we don't have a whole lot of resources. We don't have a ton of ammo, and we're pretty well guaranteed to find, you know, a lot of armored puppets down there, and possibly some fairly heavily armored NPCs. And we just don't really have the equipment for that at the moment. So we'll see on that. But we're at least gonna check around up top here. Woo, it's dark in this tunnel. But you can see the light at the end, and it's a straight tunnel, so I'm not too concerned about it. Now, we are going to park the car back here, because I don't really want to get... Well, hey, there we already got some friendos. That's not what I wanted. I actually want... No, not that. This, for you guys. Well, see, heck, that's more puppets than we had. Give me all of my arrows back. Yeah, I definitely don't want to waste the 50 ammo on you guys. Pick up the arrow, thank you. There's not really a reason to search these. What? Junk military hat. The only reason I search these guys at all is to find screwdrivers. And nothing. Okay. Well, close that, I guess. Well, I don't see anybody over there. Because it's like that one there. And then there's one that's just kind of out on the ground. Where is that one? I think it's further over this way. I think it's if we scoot over this direction here. Yeah, I know. It's work carrying this 50 around, isn't it? Yeah, I know. Believe me, I know. A 50's heavy. Here, put that away for a second. Where's this other bunker that's out here? Or maybe it is that, and there's just kind of a cluster. I don't remember. But that kind of area there is where the NPCs have been coming from. And it's been a large squad of them, so I would rather not just, run in. So we're gonna see if we can't kind of get a drop on them. Nope, that's the one over there that they've been coming out of. Now, I don't know how close I have to get for them to show up, but man, I wish they would spawn in from this kind of distance, I mean, what is that distance anyway? 291. See, they ought to be able to spawn in for whoop high. Yeah, I know, you're tired from carrying the 50. I get it. It's heavy. And they are heavy. A buddy of mine several years ago, he had a 50. It wasn't the Barrett, it was I think a Macmillan? Anyway, he had a 50 and we went out to his farm to shoot it. And God, just carrying it from his house out to the range, which was not very far. It was like 50 meters to the range. God, that thing was heavy. Okay, well, I'm not hearing anybody here. Kind of hoping I could maybe use this to, kind of use these to sneak up closer to where maybe we could get them to show up at that bunker. Nobody. It is nice and dark in here. That doesn't help a whole lot. You guys can see well enough in here, though, I think. Just looking at the screen for the recording software, I think you guys can see well enough that the flashlight doesn't do a whole lot to help. Another 1911 magazine. Oh, I really don't need more 1911 magazines. We're good on those. And magazines don't sell worth a dang anyway, so I'm not going to bother taking that. Ooh, what are you? Shorts. We have a couple pairs of shorts. I don't need those, and they also don't really sell. I will take ammunition, though. Definitely take ammunition. I see some... Ooh. The pink boots, for whatever reason, sell... What the... No, don't equip the pink boots, you jackass. Although that did show me that these need to be repaired. Ooh, actually, speaking of that, I didn't grab a new sewing kit out of the truck. Okay, we'll hold off on that. I keep saying truck. We have the Volkswagen right now, so we don't have a truck. Ooh, well, hot diggity, we got another pair right there. Tell you what, because we have a spare pair. Let's just do that. I don't know how well the regular ones sell, but we'll take them. I'm not going to bother searching for cash, because the cash... Hey, wait a minute. Hey, my cash didn't revert back to $1. Huh, okay. Maybe they fixed that bug? Because it was being the cash would all revert back to $1. Ooh, see, I like the combat boots, honestly, a little bit better than the military boots for some reason. God, they're in worse condition, though. But they have inventory. How do those look? Oh, I can't tell because we're in here. But yeah, they're a little bit shorter. I like the look of them a little better for whatever reason. Oh, what do we got in there? More shorts. Why are we finding shorts in these bunkers? I don't know. But I would really like to get it to where the NPCs will actually spawn in from a good ways away. I would love it if they made the NPCs a little bit smarter. I get that they maybe kind of sort of improved them a little bit from what they were. You know, now they will kind of use tactics a little bit, but they still have no self-preservation. You're in really good condition, so you would actually sell reasonably well, except I don't have room for you. Do I have room for you now? Not there, you bat rastard. I don't want that. I don't want to drop my SKS and take that thing by mistake. You know, we've got plenty of other shotguns. Ooh, gunpowder. I will absolutely take gunpowder. Okay, well, crap. I guess back to the car, because we're now full on stuff. Damn. Well, that being the case, maybe we try and just move the car up closer to that one. Can I get down here without breaking my ankles? Yes. Hi. Oh. No, because we got our that's why I like the takedown bow, though. It can fit in the backpack nice and easy without taking up a whole lot of space. Beautiful. And so long as you put it away correctly, so you put it away before you switch to a different weapon, rather than putting it away by switching to a different weapon, it won't default to the shoulder slot. Now, oftentimes I would run into NPCs in there as well, over there, like by the Quonset buildings and whatnot. We'll see if that happens this time. I'm feeling slightly warm. I'm sure you are. All of this stuff, get out. I don't need any of it right now. Literally none of it. That said, go ahead and repair these. Oh, that got them up to 100, huh? And we still have a sewing kit use left. Well, hot diggity dang. Would you look at that with your eyes? Now, I have a couple more sewing kits in here somewhere. I think, are they in with survival stuff? No. Where are the sewing kits? They're in with medical, aren't they? Yes. Okay, so yeah, we got plenty of sewing kits in here. Okay. Okay. Well, realistically, well, what else? Does something else need to be repaired? Here, repair the backpack, because I don't want that getting screwed up. There we go. And then boom. Perfect. Okay. Now, I don't know why, but for some reason, I do actually kind of like the first person driving with the Volkswagen. I'm really not sure why, but I do kind of like it. Now, I'm going to recommend that we don't take this all the way over. Just kind of park it here, so. Yeah, that'll do. Okay. I hope... Whoop, I see something out there. What distance are you? 112, okay. Well, that's good. I mean, if you'll spawn there, maybe they will show up. That'd be great. Because that's what I want. I want to be able to engage the NPCs from a distance. You know, it's really frustrating when they spawn in, you know, they don't spawn in any further away than that bush right there. You know, it's like, how the hell are you supposed to get the drop on them when they just spawn on top of you like that? But that's the way that they've been for a long time. You know, when the devs first showcased them, they showed them spawning in, you know, like way over there, you know, that kind of distance. And then when we actually got them, they would just spawn in the building that you just came out of. So you knew that the building was clear. Woo. See, we're getting a lot more puppets right now than we were with low player count mode on. That's crazy. I don't know why that's broken, but it is. Damn it. Oh, you didn't release the arrow. You bat rastard, why did you not release the arrow? So how many arrows do I have currently? Because I switched... Ooh. Flare cartridge. 5 flare cartridges. Huh. Do those... interesting. I know you used to be able to use those to distract the mechs, but we don't have the mechs turned on here. I'm... You know what? I'm going to take those. Because I'm curious. Can you use those to draw out the puppets? That would be interesting. Also, probably wouldn't hurt to take, to grab some of these aloe leaves here. Just in case, because I do have a tendency to set myself on fire accidentally by, walking over flaming piles of tires and things like that. Now, can I find my other arrow that I launched back here? Probably not. Woohoo! Oh! Oh, that got the heart rate up there. Holy crap. Oh, I'm glad you guys are noisy. I don't need that. We've got plenty of needles. We got plenty of sewing kit stuff back at base. We got 2 more sewing kits in the car. Still am not getting the puppets spawning way out away like we used to. Just extremely unfortunate. In theory, we are close enough that if they're in there, we should be able to see them. You just watch. All the testing I did, they kept coming out of that bunker. Now that I'm doing it on camera, they won't be there. I would love to find a better optic for this thing. We're using the improvised scope right now, and it works. Ah, you did a thing. I mean, you're what I want right now, but I want these to be flippy-floppied. Because otherwise I'll get confused. Not that that takes much. But yeah, I mean, with these slow puppets, I want just massive groups of them. I wanted to come out here and just, there'd be dozens of puppets just scattered all over the place. And that's what I used to have. Back before 1.0, I used to have that. And I really miss that. Tommy gun drum. I don't remember, do we have a Tommy gun yet? I don't think we do. I would take one, though, because I think that's the second drum that we have. So that would definitely make for a handy weapon right now. A raincoat. No, firefighter pants. I don't care about that. We have plenty of pants. We technically have a raincoat already as well, so I don't really care too much about that. Why do we find a trench gun in a trash bag? You know what? I don't care. I'm taking it. It's not in good condition, but we can break it down for some parts to use to fix up the other one that we found. Milk. Some expired milk in a trash bag in a World War II bunker. Yep, that's what I'm looking for. God, finding a lot of military boots. I mean, I think, anyway, they'll sell reasonably well. Few hundred, anyway, maybe. Well, just the fact that there's friendos like that over there makes me kind of think that there's not currently any bandits in there. I don't see anybody through the windows. That's unfortunate because that means they're just going to wait until I get over there and then they'll show up. Of course they will. How many bullets we got left in this thing currently? That's 6. I really wish the font for that was a little bigger. What I honestly wish is when you pulled the thing out, rather than just showing it on the hotbar how many you had, I kind of wish that it would show like a little counter on the magazine or something. Also, I hope it's not going to start raining here soon. The lighting's getting awkward. Where did this goober go? We can at least shoot him, right? Right. Okay, okay. You know what? Do this properly. You got a 50. You're not going to sit there and shoulder fire a 50 like that. I mean, you can, but... 142. We're good enough. Man, I really was hoping that we'd have some friends over there. Do we have any anywhere else that we could say hello to from over here? No. For whatever reason, I was getting a big cluster of puppets spawning in over wherever the hell it is. Over that way, where the road comes down from the World War II bunkers. I was having a bunch of them spawn over there and nowhere else out here. Like, nowhere else. But you guys remember before 1.0 how we could come to an airfield or something and just have, puppets spawned in 300 or 400 meters away. I really, really miss that. That's what I want. I want to be able to come to a place like this and clear it from a distance. Gosh dang it. I need to keep remembering to put the bow away first. Man, that's unfortunate. Because that means we're going to kind of have to go in on foot. I really don't want to have to go in on foot over an open distance like this where you have no cover. Oh, I hear you, friendo. Just stay over there for a moment, would you? Howdy, friend. I mean, I know if I want a bunch of puppets to show up, all I gotta do is start, firing unsuppressed shots with, with these guys nearby here, and they'll call in some friends. And once we make sure that there's nobody that's going to shoot at us, maybe we'll do that. You know what, for right now, let's just run with this so we at least have something. I really, really miss having the ability to get the drop on bandits and stuff, you know. Of course there's nobody here. Why would there be? I said I come out here and do some testing, and they're here every single time. I do it for you guys, and they're shy. Because of course they are. Again, they probably won't be. I just haven't gotten close enough for them to even spawn in yet, which defeats the purpose of having any kind of long-range anything. Realistically. I mean, let's be honest here. If nothing's going to spawn in further than 50 meters away or so, then what the hell is the point of having a 50 BMG with a... What does this go up to? With a 20 power scope. You know, it's like there's not really a lot of point in that. Also, just the scope on this. I'm not sure, do I even have anything there? Take that off of that. No, not the suppressor, you stupid. That. Oh god, those iron sights are not very good. But they would make it usable up close. Well, there's friends in there, so there's not armed friends in there. That's good, I guess. Maybe. Wonder if just getting in here to where I could at least have the fence between us, would that give me any kind of protection? And again, they just won't be here. Ooh, that's actually a really good condition block. Okay, we'll take that. How are we doing over here? We're fine on that for the moment. Okay. Box of nails. Thank you. I've been short on nails. I don't remember what was the... Oh, I think it's... Is it the metal chests? Specifically need nails for whatever reason. You would think they would need bolts, but no, they need nails. Yeah, we could use some more scrap. Always could use more scrap. I will take the crossbow bolts. I would kind of like to get us a cargo drop so that we can test out that theory with the words. Ooh, pumpkin. I don't know if I have pumpkin yet. The crossbow. Yes, that one. Because you guys suggested we try using the crossbow to clear cargo drops from a distance. Sure, we'll take the screwdriver. Because I don't ever use the crossbow. I dislike the crossbow greatly. That was junk quality tequila. You know, I don't like it. It's very slow to reload, and I would really just rather use the bow. You know, like the takedown bow or whatever, just any kind of regular bow. But we have a crossbow, and it would be good to use. Why the hell did my crosshairs get blurry? What the hell? Why do they get blurry going right across there? What in the world? I don't know. Going left or right to left, as soon as they get past that junk car right there, they get blurry for some reason. Boo, let's... Ooh, hey, finally a Ooh. Ooh, ho, ho, hee, ha, ha. Vampire scope. What does the vampire scope look like if you don't have batteries? Can you see? Yeah, you can still see through it. Okay. Well, heck, and it goes up to 18. Okay. Uh-huh. Might actually keep that just because. I don't know. We'll see, because I don't usually do stuff at night. But, anywho. Put that back on there. What was the other thing I just picked up? Nothing. It was the military quiver that I would like to pick up. You guys go in there. Yes. Ha 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 ha. And now we can put the other 50 ammo in there. That's perfect. Beautiful. And yeah, we'll keep that quiver as a spare. I really don't want to use this thing point blank range. Oh, but there's a happy. Uh-huh, there's a happy in there. There's a happy. Happy that. Happy. Oh, I forgot. You are tougher as well. You're the only one in here? No, you had friends. Well, let's see what we can do before we attract their attention. Because we know that they're not going to shoot at us, so might as well just see what we can get our hands on. Well, heck, I don't know that we even need to go in the bunker. We're finding good stuff out here. That makes me curious as to what we would find in the bunker. Squint harder. There we go. Uh-oh, we've used up all of our metal tip arrows, it looks like. We're okay on paper for right now, I think. That one moved rather quickly. That's concerning. Ooh, airplane repair kit. Those are pretty valuable. If remember, ooh, and that one's in good shape too. I don't have room for it, but we might be able to make room for it. Are you stuck? You're stuck. Here, let me help. There, did I help? I helped. You're welcome. Oh, man. Damn you, Happy, destroying my arrows. You bat rastard. Oh. Oh, you're in here. Damn you, stop jumping. God, I really wish you could turn that off. You know, I hate that the puppets can jump at all. Especially when you turn on limping. You know, I feel like if you've got them set to limp, they shouldn't be able to jump either. Don't care about that. Yellow screwdriver? That's not a yellow screwdriver. I know I could take those, and I don't remember how many you need. How much room do you take up? Okay, you're 4 wide. Gotcha. There you go. Now we got room for you. Oh, but now I don't have room for my bow. Ooh, uh-oh. That could be not so good. Does that give... That doesn't give us room for the bow. That gives us room for the bow, right? Yes, perfect. Okay. Okay, well, I reckon then we're done in this here building. And there's not a whole lot of point in trying to search these other ones because we're out of space already. Finally a good shot. Occasionally I do make them. Hi, can I get you from here? No. Can you get me from there? I hope not. You shush. Rargabargles. Let's see. I need to get out of here, actually, though, because we need to get back to the car. Is the car still way over there? Gosh dang it. The car is still way over there, isn't it? How did we get in here? Right here. Oh, friendo there. Oh, lots of friendos all over the place. Back to the car. Yes, I mean, we are getting more puppets. Oh. Why are you going that way? Where is the car? Car's over here. I'm a stupid. I was going the wrong direction. But what kind of bugs me about that is, like, you know, we cleared this area. And now there's still more of them showing up. But it is what it is. Here's what we wanted for the inventory rework developers. We wanted to be able to just kind of, you know, highlight stuff in here and then, you know, click on that chest or something and click, you know, store all, and it would move all the stuff that we highlighted. Boom, into the chest, rather than, you know, moving things one at a time. Just go through click, 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 click. Or what I would like is just like click, drag, and it would just highlight everything in that area. And then, boom, move to the chest. But that's not what we got. And that's okay, I guess. There better be some freaking NPCs over there that I can use this 50 against. That's the whole reason I'm still carrying it. Hey, come on, arrow. Arrow. Oh, you got some slugs. I'll take the slugs. Yeah, the whole reason at all. Move the car, stupid. Good grief. Man, how do you guys tolerate watching this guy? I mean, God, he's just he's a big old stupid most of the time. Hey, let me leave the car way over there, so I gotta keep walking all the way back. Rargles. Yep, Rarg. Yep, that's gonna get some friends. Oh, it's gonna get a Happy. Let's get out of the car and move away from the car so that Happy doesn't close the door faster. So that Happy doesn't close the door faster. Yes. Exactly. We don't want Happy closing that door quickly. There we go. Now we're at least getting some friendos. God, that's kind of terrifying. Just having them... Ooh. Okay. Happy, you're gonna make things interesting for us here. Happy. You know, I should probably not be quite that close, huh? Gosh dang it. Why, Happy? Guess I'm hungry. I don't have any food on me, do I? No, we ate all the... Well, we got some grapes. Eat all of those. Get him, Hap. Get him. Get him. Thank you. Oh, there's still more of them coming. Okay, fantastic. You know what? Actually, you know what? We got some armored ones here. Oh, good lord. Yeah, we got several armored ones. I would like you guys to get away from the fence a little bit to where I can actually hit you in the face better. Is that it for the armored ones? And we got a riot gear one. God, these iron sights are terrible. There we go. Oh, one bullet left. Fantastic. We're not getting snuck up on, are we? No. Okay. Good. Okay, well, we can clear up some inventory space here. Unpack that. There we go. Bullets. Those are some nice big bullets. Beautiful. Get back in there. Okay. Now we're saving the rest of those. Oh, gosh. Did I put the scope away? That's okay. The car's right there. Now, there's only a few of you here, so we can... Kabiff. And kapow. There we go. Beautiful. Arrows. Any of you have any screwdrivers or anything usable on you? Perhaps a secret bunker key card where I can get more really good stuff. That'd be great. I hate being right here because I feel like I'm very exposed to that bunker there. But, I mean, so far we haven't heard any activity from there. So, we're going to have to try to get closer just to see. I mean, we should be close enough, but... Well, here's the thing. We may be close enough that they're there, but they're not... We're not close enough that they have moved much. Because they tend to just stand there. God, all this ammo's garbage condition. Oh, man, it really is, isn't it? I thought I heard voices from over there. Need to pee, okay. Well, we'll take care of that in a second. God, this is all garbage condition. Well, I see a friendo right there. Well, here, if we need to pee, just do, oh, we also need to take the Browns to the Super Bowl. Okay. Well, let's go kind of hunker down by the... Ooh, we got a friendo over there. Let's do that real quick. You never know. We might get something cool out of it. I still don't know why that's a thing, but... You know, for whatever reason, you do sometimes crap out useful stuff. Nope, nothing this time. Okay. No, I've crapped out like MP5 magazines, Desert Eagles. God, that sounds like it'd be painful to pass, doesn't it? Like, here's a Desert Eagle that was just, for some reason, magically got up your ass. Ooh. Crap, that chest is almost full already. Okay, well, poop. Oh, I don't need those. I'm not carrying a 45 right now. Okay. Well, maybe all I heard was the grumbling of the puppet there, but man, I'd really like to come across somebody that I can use this on. That's, you know, not just an unarmored puppet. Also, man, this is taking a long time to search this, and we haven't actually done very much just because we've been trying to get NPCs dealt with over there that may not even be there. Happy possibly in that one. We got some friends in here. Lots of friends in here, actually. But I mean, heck, we're finding good stuff. God, I wish that was yellow. I really want these to stack. They keep making other stuff stack, but not the screwdrivers. Why not the screwdrivers? Devs, make the damn screwdrivers stack, please. Tired of carrying around a bunch of 1 or 2 use screwdrivers. Car battery, we'll take that. We can use it for lead plates. Do I have a smackerdo on me? I do not have a smackerdo on me. Howdy. Oh. Okay, these still take 3 headshots from this. Okay. Uh-huh. Well, that's not so good, is it? I do like that you have the ability to either top load the SKS or use the stripper clips. And it sounds like we've attracted some friends. Man, that is unfortunate, though, that these armored ones are still going to take 3 shots to the face. Ooh. Ooh. Mauser ammo. Can I have a Mauser, please? I really want a Mauser. honestly, I'm really wondering how the trench gun with some slugs in it is going to do against these armored ones. You know what? Sure, we have an AK-74. I think that might make 2 magazines now? I don't know. I don't care about binoculars. We got scopes. I intentionally made the improvised scope. I don't really care about binoculars. No, there's nothing else in here. Okay, well, we're going to check all of these Quonset huts. Okay, good. No friends right here. Because they're all over there. Good. They can stay over there. So we're going to check these. Just kind of check the stuff in this area here. And then I'm going to head over to those bunkers over there to try and see if we got any friends. Damn it. Thank you. Okay, good. Couple of flares. Actually, you know what? Let's take a flare. Why not? We'll take a flare. Might chuck it off somewhere. Just to see how it does as far as attracting puppets. I hate those helmets. I really do. I hate them. Don't get me wrong, they're good protection. But I don't like them. That being said, ooh, hiking backpack, yeah. Oh, drat. Put stuff in there. Yeah, just put all of this stuff in there. And then don't forget that it's in there. Yeah. Don't do that. Okay, good. You're right there. See, I really do. Actually, oh, honestly, I kind of, I forgot about the new lighting system. We've got plenty of bobby pins. You know what? Maybe, here, we'll take one of those because we don't have a spare one. Maybe we will go into the underground bunker. Just more to kind of see what the lighting is like in there, because I'm curious, because the regular bunkers now are really creepy. This one's massive. Ooh, hang about, there's a spare headlamp there. No, don't. You know what? Sure, we'll try the smoke grenade maybe. If we get a chance to chuck it at some NPCs, maybe we'll give it a try. I think I'll maybe check this watchtower here real quick. Trying to decide if we want to try to pop happy. You know what? Sure, I'll take it. I don't like the folding sides for the M16. You know, I would still really, really like to see a headshots only mode. Because right now we just have the puppets set up to be tougher. You forgot the backpack, genius. It's still over there. We'll try and get it on the way out. Just remind me, please. You guys watching the video, don't forget to remind me. Because you guys know I will forget. .30-06 suppressor, we'll take it. I'm still waiting to see if we can find... God, we have so many HS9 magazines. But you know what? That's okay, because we can just have that as a good backup pistol. But I'm hoping that we can find either an M1 or maybe a carbon hunter, because we have... What are you? Parachute? Yeah. We have both... Or we have like 3 or 4 magazines for the carbon hunter. Ooh, yes, please. So if we could find a carbon hunter, that would be great. Just because there you got a nice full-powered rifle. Okay, all these are checked. All of them are checked. Okay. Let's go grab that other backpack before Philaley forgets. Because he will, and you guys know that. He's very good at forgetting things. Okay. And now we're very slow. I was going to go check that building over there, but damn, we're slow. Because we're still rocking this 50 on our back here. Need to see if we got any food in the car. Oh, crap. We've been going for over an hour already. Okay. Well, we'll check these quickly, and then we're going to go see if we can get into a fight over there, I guess. Typically, I try to avoid that kind of thing. Just because I'm not a huge fan of getting shot. You know, for whatever reason. I just did. Getting shot is not the most appealing thing for me. Get out of there. You go. Oh, there's not room for you in there. Okay. Do-do-do. Yeah, I hear you coming. Trying to do this quickly. Quickly. Just on the ground. Hi-ya. Hey, why did it switch those? Okay, well, what kind of room do you have? Any? Yeah, you do still have some. If I wasn't carrying that stupid thing. That doesn't get us enough room for that hiking backpack. No. Alright, fair enough. There. Okay. Just the fact that there's friendos right there makes me think that there's not anybody over there, which is very unfortunate. Okay, well, let's check what little bit is left in here, and then we'll make a run over there and see if we can get shot in the face. Shall we? Okay. You guys would like seeing me get shot in the face, wouldn't you? Seems entertaining. And maybe all I was hearing over there, rather than voices... Ooh, hey, an M1 suppressor. Yes, please. Maybe all I was hearing was just puppet noises. I don't know. We really don't need the flint and steel. We've got several matches and lighters, and I've got my survival knife. Oh, hi. Damn it, that's what I thought was going to happen. Oh, there's several. You guys are... But see, this is what I'm talking about. I'm getting a lot more puppets with a low player count mode off than on, which is the opposite of how it's supposed to be. But, whatever. Alright, that pistol is the most maneuverable thing in these situations here, so we're gonna run that indoors, I think. We're good on duct tape. We got oodles and oodles of it back at camp. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do a lockpick. Ooh, there's some batteries. Hey, and they're good condition batteries too. Awesome. Okay, we're clear in here. And finding absolutely nothing as far as medical supplies. That's just awesome. That's definitely what you want to find. Oh, there's a second building here, though. Is it also medical? It looks like it might also be medical. Hey, there we go. That's the kind of stuff I was hoping to find. Actual medical supplies. Oh, I hear happy. Oh, well, that's the happy that we saw earlier that I let just kind of walk away, isn't it? Hi, friendo. Yeah, I know, you're very hungry. I forgot to get you some food from the car. Oh. Okay, Bo, not great indoors. Really not finding a whole lot. You know what? Actually, yeah, I could go ahead and eat those. We could really use some vitamins right now. Also, sorry guys, this episode is turning out to be a little bit longer than usual. Where are you, Hap? I mean, so long as you're still laughing, I don't mind so much, because I kind of know where you are. It's if he goes quiet, then I get nervous. Ooh, a stun grenade. That could be interesting. Oh, I was going to check the tower up there, and then we got those over there, and then I think we're good here. Now, I think what's going to happen is I'm going to check the rest of the outside of the airfield off camera, just because you guys probably don't really care to see that too much. Ooh, more Car 98. Yes, please. Just because, I mean, this is not particularly exciting and, you know, just watching me loot stuff. I guess the only exception would be if we happen to run into some friendos over in the hangar over there. So I might just record that bit. If we don't find any over here around this bunker. Actually, I guess we could just... If we don't find any at this bunker, we could just make a quick dart over there. Just because I would really like to see what this 50 will do to them. You know? And there's nothing in any of these. Great. Because, I mean, that hangar's not that far. Ooh, this would actually be a good vantage point if I can see any of them. If there's even any of them here. Yeah, I know, you're getting toasty. Anything, anybody... I don't think anybody's over there. Because, I mean, if they haven't spawned in from here, then that's just a bunch of crap, you know? Okay, there's a puppet there. So yeah, there's no friendos there. Okay. Well, that being the case, let's just hop in the car and get a little bit closer to the hangar over there and see if there might be any friends there. Also need to check to see if I got any food. Hey, there's somebody hanging out by my car. That's a Happy. What are you doing by my car? Happy. Really? I'm not... Whoop! Whoa! Where the hell? Okay, ow. Oh, God. Really? 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 All the time we were there was never anybody there. And then all of a sudden, now, there's somebody there. That kind of... That's very frustrating there. Well... I don't know if I'm going to be able to get back to my body without getting shot. Oh, let's not get caught on the power lines. Let's go right through the power lines. Perfect. Because they're sitting there camping right next to my car, apparently. That's just awesome. And they got full auto stuff. God, I shouldn't have tried to run. I should have just pulled the 50 and tried taking him from there, but... That... See, that kind of stuff pisses me off so much. Because, like, we were in that complex right there for how long, and there was nobody there. And then all of a sudden, hey, they show up in the building that we were just next to. You know, that... Developers, please fix that crap, because that is a bunch of crap. It really is. That... I don't know if I'm going to be able to get back. You shush. I don't care about you guys. I can outrun you. I don't know if I'll be able to get back to this or not. Because they came out of that building right frickin' there. And you just watch. Now there will also be some in this... Really? Yep, I'm just gonna die. Yep. Okay, that... Okay. Great. Alright, well, that's gonna do it for this episode. Because I'm going to have to figure out how to get back to my frickin' body now. And we're way over here. Okay. Well, yeah, that's going to do it for this episode. This has been a whole bunch of crap here at the end. Going on the whole time, there's nobody there. Then all of a sudden, I die. Because they come out of a building that I already cleared. Again. And now they're everywhere. That's a whole bunch of crap. And that's a really bad way to do NPCs. Developers, please fix that garbage right there. And here's the thing, guys. I have the NPCs, because I was messing around with this. I'll show you what I have for the NPCs, for just their settings. Okay? Other way. Okay. So I have the NPCs set to where they only do half damage... Half. 50% damage. And their accuracy, their spread, is 75. Which is... Okay, the default is just 1.0. The higher you make this, the less accurate they're supposed to be. And yet they were still pinpoint accurate here. And I have their difficulty set to 1. And yet they're still, you know, just wiping the floor with me. I don't know if that says more about me or more about just how kind of broken they still are. But either way, that's extremely frustrating. But anywho, that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You probably enjoyed watching me get shot in the face. Well, it's the back twice now. But anywho, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, I'd appreciate you hitting that like button. And if you haven't done so already, I'd appreciate you subscribing to the channel. It's a small click for you, but it means a whole lot to me. It helps the channel grow. It lets me know that you like what I do and that you'd like to see more. God, I hope I can get back to our stuff. And after that little debacle, I really don't know about trying to go down into the bunker. So, we'll see. Anywho, I guess I don't really have a whole lot more to say, so I guess I'm going to go ahead and plug the links in the description. We've got St. Jude Children's Hospital and Wounded Warrior Project, both linked in the description, so if you'd like to support either of those charities, please go check out those links. And then we've got my Discord server, as well as the Discord server for the Wolfpack Multiplayer SCUM server, which is the SCUM server I do all my live streams on. It is a PvE server. We have player-to-player damage turned off, and player locks cannot be picked, so you don't have to worry about toxic players trying to shoot you or rob you or anything like that. Everybody on there is pretty chill. We have sentries and dropships turned off, but puppets, animals, and NPCs maxed out. So it's not necessarily an easy server, but it is a chill server, if that makes sense. So if that sounds like something you'd like to try, check out that Discord link, read the server rules page, and then if it sounds like something you'd like to try, contact one of the admins that are listed in that server rules page, and somebody can get you set up with the password. And then we've got my wife's YouTube channel where she does a variety of content, including, there's a floating tree, including ambient rain videos, comedy videos, paranormal videos, where she posts informational content on various haunted locations, as well as some evidence that we have captured because we are amateur paranormal investigators. And then we do family live streams over there where we play games like Phasmophobia. So if any of that content sounds interesting to you, please go check out her channel. And other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. And I will see you guys in the next one.